Everybody's on 10. All of my money's in yen. All of my work is selling. Thank you and please come again. All we know here is the win. Fabulous going with the win. All of this one of a kind, but if I order it, get it again. I see all these pretend Barbie. I'm beginning to end Barbie. I am Nicki the ninja, Harajuku. Remember I've been Barbie. Playboi Barbie. Cover a Playboi Barbie. In New York I really rock. Ask Playboi Carti. All of these niggas want to do me now.
Hi fairies and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Laurasia Andrea, and today I'm giving you guys what you have been requesting, and that is this very light pink makeup look. I think that this is the literally the lightest I have ever gone as far as like my foundation routine and just my eyeshadow and everything. So I'm using the new LimeCrime, well I don't really know if it's new or not, but it's the LimeCrime XL Venus palette, and I'm actually going to be pointing out in the video what shades that I use, but I just went ahead with the shade Idolized, and I use that as my transition color. This is literally the most beautiful palette I have seen. When the Modern Renaissance palette first came out, I felt like a lot of people kind of gravitated to that one. This really reminds me of the Modern Renaissance palette, but I just feel like the colors are perfect because they're a little bit darker in tone and they show up better on my skin tone than the Modern Renaissance. I feel like the Modern Renaissance was just like faded pink shades, and then the XL Venus palette from LimeCrime is like the perfect shades for our melanin undertones. So I went ahead with some of the Flora, which is like a very pretty, very orangey pink shade, and I blended that in my crease as well. And then I'm going in with the shade Aphrodite, and I'm going to be doing like a halo type of eye look. I didn't really know where I was going with this. Per usual, I never know what I'm going to do. I literally just have ideas in my head, turn on the camera, sit in front of the camera, and just start doing my makeup, and whatever happens happens. So I was going for more of like a halo eye, so I did Aphrodite in the inner corner and the outer corner, and I also put it a little bit on my crease area. I don't really have a prominent crease, you know. It's like a good and bad thing about my eye shape. I wish sometimes I did have a more prominent eye shape, but the only good thing that comes out of it is I can kind of manipulate my eye shape to make any type of eye shape that I want. If I want to have it more be like a cat eye, if I want to do like a halo eye, if I want to do like a regular eye, it doesn't really matter. I can just pretty much make whatever eye shape that I want. So that is what I'm doing with the Nars concealer. The shades weren't really deep enough for me. Like, they were good, but I really wanted it a little bit more dramatic, not too dramatic because this is a very light eye look, but I wanted a little bit more depth with the shades. So I went ahead with my Nars. You guys know I like to use this as my base for my eyeshadows, and I went in with the shade Chantilly, which is like literally like, it's not white, but it's like an off-white shade. So I went ahead with that and put that down as my base. And then I went again with the same shades that I used in the beginning with the Flora and the Aphrodite. And I did throw in some other shades as well, which is Passionate and Boticelli. I swear I just butchered the hell out of that name, but it's all in the palette if you guys are curious, and I will also link it in the description box, and I also pointed out in the video what shades that I use. Now I'm taking the shade Love, which is this very beautiful peachy pink shade, and I'm going to be putting that not over my entire lid, but pretty much in like the inner and outer 2/3 of my eye. And then I'm taking the shade Ethereal, which is a very pretty off-white pink shade, and putting that in the center. It just makes it so that the eye look is just like not too dramatic, but at the same time it's just very light and just very flirty and just very girly. I've never done like super pink shades before. This is like my first time ever doing it. Why not do it? Because my hair is pink. You guys already saw in my last tutorial, if you guys did not see, is my pink hair. Make sure you guys go and check that out and watch it if you are curious as to how I got this hair color. But this is the makeup that I wore in that video. So I look at the hair and I think it's just like, when you think of pink, it's just like soft, girly, light, delicate, you know, all that nice girly stuff. So I wanted the eye to replicate that as well. And then I also went ahead with some Moondust. This is their shimmer, and I put that in my crease just to kind of bring a little bit more emphasis to that area and to give me a little bit more shimmer and glitter. Next, I'm moving on to mascara, and if you guys are curious about my eyelashes, they are from my line iLaur by Laurasia Andrea. Again, I tell you guys all the time, I am showing you guys what the lashes look like. I wish I could launch it, but my packaging is still not done. And if you guys did not know, my line does not launch until August, but I'm slowly trying to show you guys every single thing that I have within the next few months, just so you guys know what I'm offering and just prepared to, like, you know, go to that website and get blown the hell away. So my foundation routine is just like literally the most simple foundation routine I have done on my channel. I use a primer, which was the Becca Pro Filter primer, and then I went ahead with my Becca full coverage foundation. I don't know what it is about this new full coverage foundation from Becca, but it is not the same as their last one. I felt like their last foundation full coverage was super thick and just so heavy, and I hated it, and I never wore it. Even when I worked at Sephora, I never even used it on my clients because I just felt like it was just so heavy. But I don't know what they did to it this time, but it is so light, it is so natural looking, and it is like a very soft, dewy finish. I did not even set my foundation. I let the foundation just be on its own, and it lasts all day. I'm only using one concealer, and that is my Nars All Day Luminous Concealer. I literally forgot I even had this concealer. It's been so long since I've used it, but when I used it today, I literally remembered why I loved it so much. And it's in the color Amande, and I do that underneath my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, my forehead, and my chin. I went ahead and blended it off camera. Literally, like I said, I did not do anything really to my face. I just did my foundation and primer and then my concealer, and I did set my concealer with some Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in the color 35, and I did not set my foundation. I just left it alone. Then I went ahead with some highlighter. This is from LimeCrime as well. It's their Highlight Unicorn highlight palette, and I went ahead with that purple shade. It was just like a very beautiful light highlight. It was just so pretty, more like a lilac kind of shade to me, and I love this highlight because it wasn't super overpowering. I feel like a lot of times I use a very stark highlight, because you guys know I love me some highlight, but the reason I like it so stark is because in pictures it shows so well, but I felt like I wanted to be a little bit more soft, and literally my face looks like butter, y'all, butter. So I went ahead and mixed it with that super light, I don't even know how to describe this color, it's like a pink purple. It's a little bit lighter than the other shade I used, but I went ahead with that and layered that on top of the other highlight, and I also put it on my brow bone and my inner tear duct as well. Finishing off this face, I'm putting on some Scandinavia oil control setting spray, and that is what's hold my foundation routine all day. My foundation did not move at all because I use a very long wear foundation and I use a very long wear oil control foundation setting spray. Doing the same colors that I did on my bottom. I believe I took that pink shade and I put that on my lower lash line and finished it off with some mascara. And then I decided later on that I wanted to go in with some white eyeliner. This is from NYX. It's their Milk white liner. I don't believe it's actually a liner. I think it's an eyeshadow base, but I used it as a liner. And then I'm moving on, last but not least, to my lips. I'm using the brown lip liner from NYX. And then I went ahead with a LimeCrime Plushie liquid lipstick, and it's in the color Milk Tea. And then I sealed it off with some gloss, and it's from the Wet Cherry Gloss from LimeCrime as well, and it's in the color Juicy Cherry. So guys, that is absolutely it. Like I said, I do have a separate tutorial as far as my hair and my hair color. I did make a closure wig, so all I did was just plop the wig on. I did not do anything to it. I did use my closure from my Very Stylish line. Again, my entire line is not launched until August, but I'm doing very little low-key sneak peeks of everything I'm offering to my line, and you guys have been loving all of it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Deuces.